Daniel, the boy taken to Babylon. A peaceful Bible bedtime story. Long ago, when the hills of Judah were still quiet under the evening stars, there lived a young boy named Daniel. He was not a prince or a soldier. He was simply a thoughtful boy who loved wisdom, quiet prayer, and the gentle stories of his people. When the sun began to set each evening, Daniel would often sit outside his home and watch the sky grow soft with twilight. Lamps would glow in the windows of the village, and the cool wind would move gently through the olive trees. It was a peaceful life. But one night, the peace was broken. Far away, the mighty kingdom of Babylon had risen in power. Its kings sent armies across the lands, and soon the soldiers reached the city of Jerusalem. The people were afraid. The streets that once held laughter now carried whispers and worry. And among those chosen to leave their homeland was the young boy Daniel. He was taken far from the quiet hills he loved, far from the familiar paths and the warm light of his home. The journey to Babylon was long. The roads stretched across deserts and valleys, and the nights felt different beneath unfamiliar stars. Many wondered what their future would be. Yet Daniel walked quietly, holding a calm courage in his heart. For though he had lost the land he knew, he had not lost the wisdom he carried within him. When they finally reached Babylon, the city seemed larger than anything Daniel had ever seen. Great walls rose toward the sky. Towers shone in the sunlight. Gardens hung high above the streets. Everything was powerful and grand. But Daniel remembered something important. True strength, he believed, was not found in walls of stone or towers of gold. True strength was found in a faithful and steady heart. The king of Babylon chose several young men to be trained in the wisdom of the kingdom, and Daniel was among them. They were offered rich food from the king's table and taught the ways of the palace. Many believed that success meant becoming like the people around them. But Daniel quietly chose another path. He remembered the lessons he had learned as a boy in the hills of Judah. Lessons of patience. Lessons of humility. Lessons of faith. So even in the great city of Babylon, Daniel continued to walk with the same quiet wisdom he had carried from home. Night after night, when the palace halls grew silent, Daniel would look toward the sky. Though the land was different, the stars above were still the same. And beneath those stars, he remained steady and faithful. Years passed. The boy who had once walked a dusty road away from his home slowly grew into a man known for wisdom and understanding. Kings sought his counsel. Leaders respected his calm judgment. Yet Daniel never forgot the quiet truth he had learned long before the journey began. For even when the world changes, a faithful heart can remain steady. And so the boy who was taken to Babylon became a light in a distant land. Not because he sought power, but because he chose wisdom. And in the quiet turning of the years, Daniel showed that even far from home, a life guided by truth and faith can shine gently, like a lantern glowing softly in the night. And perhaps that is the lesson carried by the wind of this old story. Sometimes the road of life leads us far from the places we once knew. But wherever we go, the quiet strength within a faithful heart can guide the way. And like Daniel beneath the same ancient stars, those who walk with wisdom will never truly be lost.